So a few years ago, we came in contact with an undercover police officer in Oklahoma. His full-time job was posing online as a 14-year-old girl.
He spends all day, every day talking to predators, and he knows like clockwork what they do, how they approach people, how they groom people. And he was able to come out to Utah. We were able to bring him out, and he did a presentation for us that kind of talked about his body of work, what he does, what he specializes in.
And we honestly didn't know if he'd find anybody. And the comments within seconds that came from probably a dozen people within the first 30 seconds to a minute were things that I've never heard, seen, heard the words, anything before. I mean, it was beyond shocking.
We thought it was something that was happening somewhere else, but we, were able to speak to predators that lived close to us, that were within 50 miles of where we lived, and that really impacted us.
Because that's the reality, and another thing that we've learned in this journey is it's not a question of if your child will ever be approached by a predator. They will be. Like, if they're online, they will be.
What youth are actually experiencing today and what they're actually exposed to today is a lot different than what parents think their children are exposed to.
I remember we were driving home just being like, how can we tell people about this?
We didn't know how to do that. We just knew that it needed to happen, and we knew that there was nothing else out there that really would accomplish that.
Yeah, I think how Raise came about was pretty serendipitous.
For nearly a decade, I had been educating parents on digital safety matters and challenges that youth face today. And so when Sam and Casey approached me about creating a scalable resource that would be free for parents, I was super interested and wanted to get involved right away.
So Raise is a program that educates parents on how to communicate and how to operate digital technology in conjunction with their children.
We have 5 primary focuses within Raise: nurturing parent-child relationships, managing screen time balance, navigating inappropriate content, addressing cyberbullying, and protecting youth against online predators.
It's really research-based, it's backed by science, and it's backed by all these experts in their field.
Young people today are dealing with these challenges to levels that we've never seen, no generation has ever seen. And so we want to help parents not only understand the challenges themselves, but help their children get prepared for the challenges that they will inevitably encounter as they grow up in this digital age.
Well, we wanted to make Raise a free app because we want every parent everywhere to have access to it, to be able to use it, and we don't want there to be any barriers to entry. When we started this journey, walking away from our first interaction and our first exposure to online predators, we felt really helpless, really angry about it, and the hope is that other parents won't have to feel like that we can empower them to know how to talk to their children about these issues, that we can empower them to be able to help introduce technology to their kids in a safe and appropriate way.
So to learn more about Raise and to start using it, you can access it very easily. There's apps both on the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store, and you can also go to joinraise.com.
We at Impact Suite are thrilled to be joining forces with the Malouf Foundation to be able to bring this type of awareness and education to parents all over at no cost. So we couldn't be more excited to be a part of this.